Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And Verizon is on the move again. Another great article from Mike Dano at Light Reading. Verizon snaps up another small network operator. So, this is the feeling that I get of what Verizon is doing here. And they've made a few of these purchases here in recent months as well. I think what they are doing, they are going around and they're buying up the smaller operators that they already have agreements with. So if you've been in any of these bluegrass wireless areas and Chariton Valley Communication, it's a small operator in Missouri, you've likely already been roaming per the agreement on the smaller operators' networks. But to you, it's a native agreement, so you don't notice it. It'll still be continuous LTE like it would be if you were on Verizon's native coverage. So what I think is happening here is Verizon bought C-band licensing on a nationwide scale. And we know as you get into more of the rural environment, Verizon went even bigger and they bought 200 megahertz in some of these markets, which we know they're kind of going to split that to where 100 megahertz is used for backhaul and the other 100 for the bandwidth. Now, Verizon lacks densification and coverage in some of these areas. And what faster way to build and construct a network than to buy up a smaller regional carrier? And that's exactly what they are doing. They're gaining additional spectrum, by the way, as you will see in the article, which I will leave in the description down below so you guys could check it out. They gain additional capacity through spectrum there. And they also get the infrastructure. So now they'll have infrastructure that they'll own. And if they need maybe a couple of more sites to fill in densification, of course they will do so. But this is probably a lot cheaper than having to build out your own native infrastructure and then put C-band on it. So now they just go back to the existing towers that are already there from this previous owner, and they upgrade it with C-band. And then they keep it moving. In some cases, they may need additional sites to tighten the grid. In other cases, it's fine. It'll work. They could push C-band to cover a few miles, 6+ miles, and then they can cover the homes in between that for, you guessed it, home broadband, fixed wireless. They want to reap the benefits off of that expansion. They don't want that money going to the third party. So they bought them. Now they can build out the infrastructure and upgrade those sites. And now they can offer home internet in these areas, and they'll reap the benefits of all that revenue. So I think that's where they're heading with this. I think we're going to see other purchases like this as well from smaller operators that they already have agreements with on roaming. And we'll see more of that in the future, I believe. I think that's where it's heading. That's Verizon's play very quickly. That's how they got to the size they are today in terms of the network. They bought up a bunch of smaller rural carriers. And now, since then, of course, they went ahead and modernized their own sites since they bought them. But now they're doing this again. And it's a much smaller footprint now that they're purchasing versus some of the carriers they bought in the past. But it'll help them gain much faster footprint for home internet by purchasing up these smaller operators and then putting the C-band on these sites and upgrading them to a more modernized look. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel or you have been on the channel and you have not yet liked, shared, subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell so you are notified when I do upload content. Make sure to follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.